Could this be the end of the Real Housewives of New Jersey as we know it? Not the series, which will hopefully still be on the air following a nuclear apocalypse, but this cast with stalwart and stubborn OG Teresa Giudice? Well, Teresa and the other ladies seem to think it's time to move on, just not together, and even boss Andy Cohen agrees. In a video following the finale of Season 14, the Jersey Housewives weigh in on where they all go from here. And it is not looking good. It's a show about women getting along and not like cutting people out in teams. Who does that? Asks perhaps the person most responsible for doing that, Teresa, noting that's like so high schoolish. This season saw the women break out into two warring factions. Teresa and her squad, Jennifer Aydin and Jackie Goldschneider versus Melissa Gorga, Margaret Josephs, Rachel Fuda, with Danielle Cabral, Jennifer Fessler, and Dolores Catania straddling the middle. The tension between Teresa and Melissa, Margaret, Rachel became insurmountable, and so there was no reunion for this season, which is never a good sign for the future of the show and the main wives. After all, after a disastrous 13th season, the Real Housewives of New York skipped their reunion and rebooted the entire cast. I don't think the group, as it is, goes anywhere from here, says demoted housewife turned friend of Goldschneider. What was done this year, there's no going back, adds Cabral. Now, usually, a housewife will claw tooth and nail to stay on a show, no matter how obvious the signs are that she should move on. So for nearly all the women to unanimously agree it's time to pull the plug means things have gotten really, really bad. I don't know if there can be a next chapter with this group of women, Fuda weighs in. I just don't know that it exists in this world. Only Fessler, also a friend of, seems to think there's something, anything, salvageable here, explaining, you can see under all the madness there is a love. You can almost feel it. You can see it. And it's so nice at the end when you see women getting back together. But even she admits that it's not in the cards for most of this cast. Gorga has the final word, not so vaguely alluding to her estranged sister-in-law, saying, if someone doesn't wish you well and someone doesn't clap for you or want the best for you, then it's time to remove them from your life. And I'm okay with that. You know who else might be okay with removing these women from his life? Andy Cohen. On his Sirius XM show Radio Andy, the Bravo honcho sounded rather ominous discussing last night's finale. Everyone's still talking about Jersey. People still texting me about it as well. I got the Jersey ladies texting me, Cohen said. I think you're gonna really like the finale though. I mean, the reunion, that's not a reunion. I think it's kind of a soft landing for the show. Let me say that. Did kind of feel like a series finale, didn't it? Did it? Since, ostensibly, he's the one with all the answers, did it, Andy? Cohen had already alluded to rebooting the series, and this just feels like the soft landing needed to get the ball rolling.